This is a short video showing my new computer case. It's this wooden stand. I think it turned out pretty good. It's like I say, it's a stand for this amplifier right here. There's a door right here that you push and open up like this. And inside there's a card reader. It's got a USB port right here. The power switch is in here. You can barely see it in this light. There's a DVD drive, and you just push the button and the drawer opens up. That's pretty cool. Close again. The card reader came with one of these piercingly bright blue LEDs that I've got to cover up with a piece of tape because it shines through the crack when the door is closed. The top comes completely off. Just lift it right out of the way. And then you can see on the inside that I've got a big fan at the back. This is a 140 millimeter fan. And I've got it running on 7 volts. I've got a dropping resistor here. The 7 volts makes it turn a lot slower and a lot quieter. Right now you can barely hear it with the lid on, and this is as loud as it is with the lid off. So that's not bad. There are 2 other fans inside here. There's one underneath the hard drive rack that's mounted on springs. That's also running on a lower voltage. And there's one that's running full speed, and that's the one that's on the graphics card right here. I had to take the cooler off the graphics card so that I could get another card in beside it, and came up with this solution. It's a bracket that I made, and it has a 50 millimeter fan that's hung from springs. When you hang anything from springs, you're not going to get any transfer of noise from the thing that's making the noise to the surroundings. So springs are good that way. There's also another big fan inside the power supply, but that's pretty quiet also. Everything in here is pretty quiet. The hard drive rack, I've got 4 hard drives in here right now. I've got space for 2 more. This is mounting on springs too. What I found is when I first made this, I had it mounted to the side of the case. It was making this this noise, this really annoying noise that hard drives make when they're running, and the side of the cabinet was like magnifying that or amplifying that. So it was driving me crazy. So I remade the rack so that it floats. As you can see here, I'm actually moving that. And so any noise these hard drives make is not transferred to the case because it's isolated with springs. And power supply down there. It's on a strip of plywood that goes across the case. It's bolted down to that. And in the bottom of the case, this is where the fresh air comes from. In the bottom of the case, there's a big furnace filter. So this fan draws air up through the filter and pushes it out the back. So what I've got inside the case at all times is clean filtered air. Your processor doesn't get gummed up. Your other fans don't get all clogged up with crap. Here on the front panel, you can see the back of the DVD drive that I showed earlier coming out in the drawer. Up behind the door, I should say. And on the front here, I've got USB ports. One of these is being used for the receiver for my wireless keyboard and mouse. Like I said earlier, the graphics card, I had to take the cooler off and put another fan on there. This is, this computer is not a gaming rig. It's got a fairly good graphics card, middle of the road type thing. It's not great, but it'll work for what I need to do. And This keeps it really cool. It actually keeps it cooler than the stock fan did. As you can see, the wiring is a bit of a mess, but that's all you can do with computers. I mean, they're only going to get so neat. That's it. I got it. I got it connected to my TV. You can see I got a familiar looking website on there. I actually got the project up on the screen right there. The first part of it. And I do everything on this computer. So the time I spent building this case was well worth it, I think. And it looks good. I like it anyway. Thanks for watching.